this is Jackie from Dapple Craft Cafe, and this is my newest journal I've completed. I made it from the garden cottage kit that I purchased on Etsy from Wild Rose Bohemian, and with that I also added the pink part of the pink daisy papers, the painterly faces papers, vintage girls, and parts of the mixed media bundle. And this journal is made as a tribute to my mother, who passed away in May, and she loved gardening, and so my daughter has claimed this journal for writing poetry. She was close to my mother, so I feel this is a great gift to gift her. She doesn't like a too busy cover, so my cover is not that busy as usual, and this was her request for the cover. This is actually a soft lime green, but it tends to look very yellow on the video. And then on the spine I've got this checkered material or fabric, and it's got greener hues. And then on the back I just added the lace, but this is really a lovely soft lime green. And then these dragonflies are from the garden cottage kit. And then I made this dangle, I just want you to see it properly, and added these beads and just a few pieces of scrap fabric. And this is how it looks. It's a small gator mouth, and let's flip through it. So this journal has 3 signatures, and I decorated it with a lot of lace and little charms in the middle of the signatures. We've got a dragonfly and little balls, and then the spiral charm. So here's a pocket, and isn't this lovely? So let's page through the journal. I just want to make sure I'm in proper view of the camera. And yeah, I made these 2 pockets with little journal cards inside, and here's more writing space in these little booklets, receipt booklets, and small little hidden spaces to write hidden thoughts or secret thoughts. And here is a little notebook, and it's got a rabbit charm, and I added yellow paper to brighten up the journal. And this is a checkered page, but it's very light, so I also see that on the video the color is not that visible. And then we've got more daisy prints here, and this is just a lot of writing space because she requested that for poetry. Here are 2 tuck spots and more writing space, and added some pastel colored envelopes into the journal. Here's a seed little bag, and you can add little thoughts and ideas into it. Here I made a staggered pocket, if that is what we call it. So there are 3 pocket spaces, and this is just a photo space, so she can remove this and add a picture in here. This is from summer lace kit or add-on or pages or whatever you would decide to call it. Here I added a crocheted lace that I crocheted, and here's journal cards that I sewed around the edges, and this is a flip envelope a sort of a pocket. And then this side of the envelope we've got a pocket, and I just added that for fun. And here's more writing space. It's got beautiful lace printed on it, but the light seems to drain away the color. Here we've got a hidden paper clip and another pocket with another seed bag in it. This is beautiful, this daisy papers with the bees, and just have a look at it. My daughter totally loves this. And I love these little cards that Rose made. They just give a nice embellishment to the project. And here I added a half or 3/4 of a paper bag, and I made a large pocket and you can add in a lot of papers in there. And here are little pockets with little journal cards. And here's a butterfly tuck spot. Here are 2 tags, and this is an image of the artist Heather Valentin, which I colored, and part of her boho girl theme, and my daughter loves Heather's art, so I added it into the journal. And here's a pocket on the back side of the first signature. Then we move to the second signature. I added some ribbon over the lace and this bright orange button. Another pocket I made, and more pockets, and a lot of writing space, and more writing space on the back of these papers. And here's a teacup belly band with more writing space. A little notebook I made with a dragonfly charm, and I made my own paper edges and used coffee dyed paper and music paper. And here's a hidden pocket with little cards inside. These daisy papers are lovely. And then we've got a envelope that I added, and I made it into a pocket on this side, and this side you open it up and there's more writing space and a little journal card. And more journal cards that I sewed around the edges and put on a paper edge. This is an embossed piece of paper with a little cluster and more little note space. Here's a pocket and flip with that you can hide some notes beneath, and another flip on this side. Aren't these girls cute? And here are some little small journal cards and a button. And here's a beautiful, beautiful bookmark in this lace pocket. And these I love. And I hope Rose will make more of these type of cards in the future. They really give a beautiful color to the pages, and it's a nice way to embellish your journal. And another pocket, and this is a pocket I cut in half, and I just added that. Another staggered pocket, and on this side we've got a little seed bag, and I added a bee charm to this paper clip. And here's a pocket that I made. This is just decorated. And another little tuck spot, and here's a flip writing space. And here's more writing space with the daisies, and this comes from the mixed media bundle. Here's a journal card and another crocheted lace border. This is the other side of one of the envelopes. And here's an envelope that I made into a huge pocket at the back, and then a top pocket. And that's the end of the second signature. Then the third signature, embossed pocket with this dragonfly. I love the animals in this kit, and I took these pockets and I cut them and made them into little journal cards. And here's writing space, and these are from Painterly Faces. They absolutely beautiful. I still have to make something separate from them. This is a paper bag that I changed into a hidden pocket, and goes onto the belly band. Here's the flip of the rest of the envelope, and here's another tuck spot, and here's another daisy flip with a pocket, another hidden space to write, and this is just decorated. And here's this actually goes this way with the lace, and then we open it up, and it's another space to write with a hidden pocket. And here's a bookmark pocket, and here is a little small note book with Painterly Faces. They're adorable. I would really recommend you purchasing this specific. I won't say it's a kit, it's a compilation of pages. And then on this side I made it into another writing space, and here I made another booklet with a little flower and a butterfly charm, and added some printed pages on which you can actually write into this lace pocket. And there's another charm in the middle of the signature. This one has got a spiral, and here are two little balls. And then we've got these daisy tags here, and gardening tools. I hope my daughter gets inspired to garden. She isn't an avid gardener, so maybe this will encourage her. And a little bee sentiment, and more writing space on her request, and a pocket here with journal cards like so, and then you can write on the back. And I just embellished this with lace also, and two more tuck spots with the Painterly Faces, and a little birdie. Reminds us of our pet bird we saved as a baby, but we let it go when it was large enough to fly and go on its own. And that's the end of my journal, and the last little pocket here at the back. And I hope you enjoyed this journal. This was fun to make, and it's quite different from others I made, but I made this journal as really a journal where you can add ideas of your own if you use it for gardening or whatever, but now my daughter will be using it for poetry. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon again with my next project. Have a blessed and beautiful week. Bye-bye.